Welcome to Pierce County Trivia. Today it's the Anderson Island edition, and we're out on Johnson's farm on Anderson Island in the new archival building. And with me today is longtime resident Joe Howells, who is also the current president of the Anderson Island Citizens Advisory Board. Thanks for hosting us today, Joe.
Thank you, Doug. Thanks for coming.
So, how many people live on the island and make it home?
Well, there's about 1,100 full-time residents on the island, and that number can swell to probably over 3,000 in the summer. And the size of our island is about 8 square miles, so it seems to accommodate people quite well. It's very rural, very beautiful setting.
No argument for me on that. So, how do you get here?
The best way is our ferry, the Anderson Island Ferry, which leaves Steilacoom about every hour. And it's a beautiful 20-minute ride across Puget Sound. So there's a number of places that you can come in, and you can, if you're a skilled seaman, you can anchor. If you're good at to make sure that you're still in Oro Bay in the morning when you wake up, you need to have some good anchoring skills. Otherwise, you may find yourself in Olympia at their yacht club. So.
We are in Johnson Farm. So, yes. What all do you on the island do at Johnson Farm most of the time? I mean, I know it's open for tours and that sort of thing, and you have a museum out here, but you hold a number of events out here during the year, don't you?
We do. There's a number of events that take place all year long. The biggest event out here probably is the salmon bake, and also we had the apple squeeze. That's kind of the fall type festival that goes on out here. We have
and that's an amazing. I got to tell you, that's an amazing event because that machine that you all use for the squeeze, you don't see that somewhere every day.
No.
And I was amazed at how much kids can come out during the apple squeeze, and they can actually, I mean, they're super involved, but you could actually watch that conveyor belt, move the apples up and squeeze them. And tell me something else, though. I mean, it's pretty unique. The apples that you use in your squeeze
they're all grown on the island here. They bring them out, and then they squeeze the apples. They sell the cider. They have an event. Naturally, there's pies that are baked and sold, and again, it's just a real community event.
So you mentioned a little bit about Jacobs Point, and how that was, the Anderson Island Park and Recreation District, along with the county through Conservation Futures and Forterra, actually were able to secure 2 different purchases, if you will, at Jacobs Point. It's upwards of 100 acres now, and you've got like 1,600 feet of shoreline that the public can access, by going through the trails out that way.
Right.
And as you're walking through there, and as you're in Jacobs Point, you just have magnificent views of Mount Rainier and the Sound. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous place to escape. That kind of leads me to, you've been here a long time. How would you describe the community? I mean, to be an Anderson Islander.
You hear this term, it's really a community. But until you live in a community and really experience firsthand, it's just, that's what you get when you come to the island. Hopefully the community spirit's something that's going to continue out here. That's what makes the island. It's a volunteer effort out here.
Hey, Joe, thanks for hosting us today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Doug. It was a pleasure having you out here, and thanks again for everything you've done for this island. You have a tremendous appreciation from everybody out here.
Thank you very much. Well, that's a wrap on Pierce County Trivia, Anderson Island edition. Make time to catch the ferry, get out to Anderson Island, and take in this jewel in the South Sound that is really kind of a big secret. And now that we've done this, Joe, maybe it's not a secret any longer.
The secret's out.
See you on the next edition of Pierce County Trivia, where you live.